Hey, it's Rod again. Thanks for watching. Well, I wasn't going to do this one, but when I start doing something and I think, okay, can I do this? Can I do that? Let me try that. Screw it. Let's make a video. Like I said before, I'm old. I get bored. I do it just for fun. So anyway, I did this dragon last time, and the dragon, it turned out pretty good. I tried to get it gold, and I'm still working on how to get that done a little bit better, but it still looks pretty cool. It's kind of dark, but when the light hits it, it looks pretty cool. But on this one, I used a hatch cut. I'd never used a hatch cut before. And a hatch cut is when, when you do a photo V-carve, you're going to cut at a 45-degree angle, and then you spray paint it or you put epoxy in it, sand it, however you're going to do it. And then the hatch cut is the same thing, except you'll go from one corner 45 up, and then it'll go to the opposite corner and come 45 down. So you're basically crisscrossing them, like this. And it's called a hatch cut. And I found that the dragon got a whole lot more detail when I did the hatch cut. So I said, well, I want to do one with the hatch cut. I want to do it and see how it turns out. Well, my wife has been on me. Why don't you do one other than the crow or the joker? Do something, you know how it goes. Anyway, I said, okay, what is it you want me to do? So she texted me this picture right here, and this is actually a picture of a campsite we were at Cheehaw Mountain in Alabama. And I forget, it was like 7:30 in the morning, the sun was coming down, and she thought it was cool, and she snapped a picture. She says, can you do one of this one? Sure, I'll do one of that one. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this image right here, and we're going to use the hatch cut. And when I get to the end of the video, I'll let you know what I set everything up at. So we're going to try to do this and see what happens. Okay, the carve is done. That took 7 hours and 10 minutes. And I had it set on high resolution. If I'd have set it on a low resolution, it wouldn't have taken as long, but this one took a lot longer than I thought. I'm going to change the camera angle, and I'm going to show you what the hatch looks like, if you can see it, but I'm going to try my best. So let me change the camera angle, and we'll take a look. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but you can see it's got these little squares, and it looks like tiny little pyramids. And what it did was it went on this corner right here, and it did the 45, and then it went up to this top corner and did the 45 this way and made the hatch. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spray it black, and then we'll come back and take a look at it and see if we can see what the image should look like after we put the black epoxy on it and shave it off. Okay, I got the black paint on it, and you can kind of see what the image should look like once we put the black epoxy on it and shave it off. So I'm going to do that off camera, put the black epoxy on it. We'll come back tomorrow, shave it off, and see what it looks like. If it looks good, then I'll put a coat of clear epoxy on it. If it doesn't look like I want it to, then I'll shave it off, and I'll just do a standard 45-degree V-cut on it. So we'll come back tomorrow and check it out. Okay, I got the black epoxy on, I've got it shaved off, I got the clear epoxy put on top, it's done, and it turned out a lot better than what I thought it was going to. I had no idea if this was even going to turn out and look good at all, and it turned out a lot better. So here it is right here. And it turned out really, really good. I think it turned out really good. I mean, for my first specific hatch cut, I think it turned out good. I'll post a picture of it right here. So here it is right here. And this is an image of the Vectric toolpath. And you can see the difference. The actual image looks a whole lot better than the toolpath. And I tweaked this toolpath, and I got it as best that I could. And what I used was a 60-degree V-bit, a 0.065 depth, and a 0.11 step over at 90% line density. Now here's a picture of the original image, and you can compare the two, and it looks pretty good. I mean, this image probably could be a little bit lighter, but I didn't want to risk shaving it down anymore. I mean, I shaved it down 3 times. What I used was the original G-code that I used to shave off the white epoxy before I carved it. That's what I used to shave it down. And I had to drop it down a little bit more, and I wound up going like 0.058. somewhere in there, 0.059 to shave it off. And I had to do it 3 times as I dropped it down to 0.052 and it wasn't enough. And it took an hour for each shave off. And I would rather spend an hour to do that than to cut it too deep and have to redo the whole thing. Now, remember I told you before that when you do the hatch cut, it's going to double your time. It took 7 hours to carve this out before I put the black epoxy on it. And I did use high resolution, and that increased my carve time. If I'd have used a standard resolution, it wouldn't have taken that long. But anyway, it looks pretty good, and I appreciate you guys watching. If you want to hit the like and subscribe button, go for it. If not, no big deal. Like I said before, I do this for fun, just to fill time, have something to do. And remember, you got to be willing to fail in order to succeed. Thanks for watching. We'll holler at you on the next one.